Hi guys, good morning to everybody. Today is the 21st of November 2025. Crazy Global Market Talk with KEL. Crazy anytime, anywhere. Now today we have a lot of things to cover. It could be a 30-minute sharing. Please stay tuned. It's going to help you a lot, especially later on. If you want to make some money from the market, you need to listen, yeah? Okay, but before that, disclaimer apply as usual. Please make sure you do your risk management. Let's go to the fundamental first. What are the main things for today? Let's go, all right? We have more than 42 people online right now. That's a very good number. Thank you very much for everybody's contribution. Okay, for a minute, let me take a quick picture now. Okay. All right. Okay, first thing first, the US stock market continue to plunge. Now, I have already warned everybody around me to be very careful on the US market. Now, I know that some people are calling for buy, value investment, blah, blah, blah. I mean, to me, it's our value investment, long-term, no problem. I'm still very bullish on the US market, all right? But I think there will be a pullback for this month, and it's already happening. And it could go down a little bit more later, all right? So let me just share this with you for this morning. Let me just see it. I hope that it just lasts long enough. Okay, never mind. Just don't take that risk. Okay, so let's take a look at the US market. Okay, so now we all know that I'm advocating this thing about US stock market coming down in 2027. Okay, so which means that 2027 we're going to expect the market to crash. Okay, that is my personal take. So before a market crash, the year before that, which 2026, especially from May onwards, yeah, right, I believe that the market will go into a crazy rally. Now, why is that so? Because May itself is the time where Jerome Powell will leave Federal Reserve. Okay, there's no doubt that he will leave. Yeah. So after he leaves, definitely we're going to see a lot of interest rate cutting, blah blah blah. A lot of printing, most likely will happen, and then after that, the market will go into a crazy bull market. Commodity price will go higher. Bitcoin, Ethereum, blah, 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 will go higher. So because of that, all right, I'm very bullish of the US market from May onwards. In fact, before May, maybe by February, the market should be shooting up, but who knows, yeah? Okay, all clear, yeah? Or now, if the market wants to rally for 2026, all right, then prior to that, which is 2025, which is here, is now, all right, 2025, the market, in my opinion, have to come down because the market has been going up quite a fair bit from 2023 onwards. The market has been going through a very big bull. Can you understand that? So which means that if you want to expect this wave to continue, 2025 must have a peak, which is I think this has happened, and then the market must pull back significantly. So a 5 to 10% drop is most likely the case. All right, so about 5 okay, to 10% drop. All right, can everyone see my screen? Can see my drawing? Yes? Can everyone see my screen? If you can, put yes. That's why I know that you guys are seeing me, hearing me. Okay, thank you, Disha, for letting people come in. Make it bigger. Okay, all right. So I believe that there will be a pullback of 5 to 10%, and I think it will come in. And if it happens, then of course that is a good time to buy into the market. So one market that I'm very confident that will come down was Bitcoin, and indeed Bitcoin for 113,000 have dropped to today 85,000. So this is something that I have forecast and it has come true. And if Bitcoin comes true, then the second one will be the stock market. So that's why today you must listen to what I share later, yeah? Okay, this one, done deal, yeah? Okay, I clear my screen. Okay, so we know that NVIDIA came down, interestingly, because NVIDIA came out very good earnings and our market was buying into it. So what causes it, right, is all AI, yeah? All right, so basically the blockbuster NVIDIA was doing very well. The guidance was good. right? But because people lost hope that Federal Reserve will cut interest rate again in December. Now, it's going to be very tough for Federal Reserve to cut interest rate in December. I'll explain to you why, yeah? Okay. So the video was very good. The quarterly earning result was fantastic, an upbeat fourth quarter sale. But however, the stock closed 3% lower, despite that Jensen Huang says that the demand for the current generation Blackwell chips are off the charts, right? He also rejected the idea of an AI bubble. But the thing is this, people are buying on the interest rate cut. And because if the Federal Reserve don't cut interest rates, then of course that's why the reason why gold actually came off yesterday, yeah? Okay. So why the Federal Reserve will not cut interest rate? Because the economy have just added 119 jobs more than the economists expected. They were looking at about 40 to 50,000, and it came 119,000. So that means that the economy is doing well. If the economy is doing well, then there is no need for the Federal Reserve to cut interest rates. Got the idea? So that is why this so-called non-farm payroll was so good that it basically makes people think that there's no need to cut interest rate. And because everybody was betting on the interest rate to be cut, so that is how I believe that Jerome Powell will definitely need to leave by May. Because I'm pretty sure now with this 119,000 jobs that give him no reason to cut interest rate in December. And if the market don't get what they want, of course they will sell. And that is what is going to happen, yeah? So of course we also saw that basically now everybody is talking about Japan. Now, Japan core inflation in October rise to 3-month high, supporting for interest rate hike. Now, this is what I tell you about the potential cost that will hit everybody in Singapore, Vietnam, Cambodia. These places, right, will be hit because next year, when the US dollar really comes down, our currency will go up, right? So you think that that's a good thing? No, that's a bad thing because we are export countries, primary. So because of that, right, our core inflation will go higher. And then when that happens, the stock market will go up, that's for sure, because everybody will take out the money from the bank and then invest into the market. So that is how I see things will happen next year. So with Japan now having a inflation of 3-month high, I'm very, very certain we will see the same thing the next 12 months. Yeah. So Singapore, every country that I know, I mean, in those I'm now basically going around will have the same problem. Yeah. You can dig on this on your own. Yeah. Now, of course, the Japan October export massively beat estimate because they sent out a lot of things. We all know why, because US came in the picture and everybody now have to technically buy from Japan. Now, this is Ray Dalio, which is very interesting. Now, Ray Dalio has been very pessimistic about the market, right? Yet today he say we are definitely in a bubble, but that doesn't mean you should sell yet. Interesting. Because he was so pessimistic, now become optimistic. Now, when big boys like this turn around and do this, I kind of get wary. I think that to me, I would rather sell than buy. Okay. Then after that, if he ever get pessimistic, right, and say, okay, the market is a sell. I told you that, but blah blah blah, we go into buy. Understand? If you understand this, press number 2 right now. 2, yeah. Okay. So if you understand that, why am I telling you that we must be very careful when the big boys are involved in such a way, the way they tell different things, we just need to be very careful, yeah? Okay. All right. Now, Bitcoin fell to the lowest level since April. Well, I already give you ample of warning. I'll talk about the chart later. So what is the main reason why Bitcoin is coming off? Because first of all, investors are basically feeling that the exposure of their portfolio to Bitcoin is heavy, which of course everybody did that, right? So what's the problem here? Though it's basically just selling. So don't tell me about the job data, don't tell me about interest rate. Come on, man. Bitcoin has nothing to do with all this. To me, is that because everybody been buying Bitcoin the last 2 months, and of course, and Michael Saylor, the one that basically been buying Bitcoin and selling his own shares to buy Bitcoin, I already share with my friends that if I am a big boy, I will really give him hell by pushing down Bitcoin price to a very low level. If I can get him the margin call his losses, I think that the Bitcoin will all come out and then we can buy at a cheaper price. Of course, it's a very nasty thing to say, but to me, is that that's how the trader works. Wall Street don't care about anybody. There's no love like in the market. It's all about money, yeah. So of course, I have said this before. Then if you have been buying Bitcoin, then be careful then, yeah. All right, so we know that the delayed September data came out yesterday, 919,000. But very interesting, the unemployment rate has hit 4.4%. Now, I'm very adamantly saying that the US will go into a recession by next year, which is 2026, 2027, and that's where the market will get hit. All right, unemployment is increasing because people are losing jobs. Why? Because the cost of living is increasing. Yesterday, I was in China, and I was talking to a friend of mine who stayed in USA. He came to China for a short little meeting, and I can tell you that he tells me that the cost of living is ridiculous. One stalk of this onion for food has cost a person $1.20 US dollar for one strand of this onion. No joke, $1.20. So one preparing a food at home will cost you $10 to $15 if you want to have it to be sumptuous. And that's how bad it is in US right now. And we're talking about people who are on the street level, yeah. So that is why I am pretty negative on US in the long term. Okay, now I'll talk about is this one here. The charts wise, I hope all is good. Okay, so chart wise, you can see very clearly that I have the conventional chart first with the 30-day moving average. And I said before, the 30-day moving average is a very strong signal. So when the 30-day moving average breaks down below I called for sell. I was very, very clear it will happen. Now the question is this: now we have the RSI. It's actually at William indicator. Sorry, is at a low level. Buy right, we should see a rebound, right? Buy right, yeah. So buy right, we should see a rebound. But the thing is this one, if you notice this versus the one in front of us, all right, this one is lengthened. That means that the time it stays below the William indicator is longer than the usual. And this is not a good sign. In fact, this is a very negative sign. So if you ask me, right, if I'm a trader, I will think that the market will break the low that is here. All right. So I think that the US market hasn't really completed the selling yet. I think there will be one more wave of selling tonight or Monday. Okay, there should be one more wave of selling in the market. So traders, please be careful. Please take note of what I just shared now. Okay, all right. So that's my personal take. And of course, you can see that the US dollar index has now gone back above the 100 level. Now, the last time we saw the dollar index hit the 100, then after that, the dollar index dropped, right? And gold went up all the way, right? Quite spectacular. Then after that, recently, the dollar again hit 100, and we bought gold. Gold went up. We make money again. Very good. Now, today, we have to be a bit careful. Today itself, right, the market has started to stay above the 110 level. So now I'm not very comfortable to buy gold. I repeat, I'm not that comfortable to buy gold. So be very careful on this, okay? If the dollar index stays above 100, then gold can actually go down some more, yeah? I'll talk about gold shortly. So with that, I covered quite a fair bit. Now, I wanted to share more things with you on the fundamental side. But if you have no time, it's already 19 minutes has passed. You go to CRAZII.com, find posting, you'll see some articles are very good. And basically the main point is this: there is a lot of funds in the market, but the report is a bit bad. This particular article, please take a look. This is from Michael Burry. He says that every company listed below, which is this picture here, has a suspicious of revenue recognition. In short, basically means that the revenue by the company is not very true. And if you open up yourself, right, you can see it's a very, very interesting illustration of the earnings of every company. And of course, we know that a lot of companies have inflated their earnings because this is how they make money from the capital market. So if let's say this is going to be a repertoire of what happened in 2008, whereby a lot of property companies, was flooding the market and telling people that the property market will not crash, every revenue was really inflated, then theoretically speaking, this AI bubble now that is what is showing here is the same thing. So which means that if let's say there's going to be a bubble, then it will really prick later, not now. right, later. And if the people keep on giving false or wrong revenues, then of course one day when the thing really hit, then that's where the thing will collapse. So this is very similar to what happened in 2008 and 2029, 1929, whereby earnings was inflated for capital gains, and then after that, when the thing hit and burst, the whole thing collapsed. So please spend some time to read this article. I think it's very, very good. So I found it for you. So please take a look and see whether would you find it interesting. Yeah. Okay. So that is the fundamental part. All right. Let's go into the technical. Now the technical, if I bring the MT4, most likely it was stuck, right? So I tried to do it PowerPoint beforehand. So that's why today we start a little bit late. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay. Did you hear me? Now my PowerPoint is stuck. Okay. Hold on. Yeah. Oh dear. Okay. It's moving finally. Okay. All right. So this is a good idea. Okay, so let's talk about gold today first, yeah, about gold. Okay, gold this morning opening price is, wait a minute, change my color, this is bad. Okay, this morning the gold opening price is 4076. The MLP is 4077. So which means that the OP and MLP is very, very close to each other, right? So staying above will be a buy, staying below will be a sell, very strong. Now, what to note to this, a DJDD, Doji. Now, DJDD means that this guy is Doji. Today, it should be a directional day. But of course, if you remember, yesterday was also a Doji, that DD, right? Yesterday, right? So which means that there's two dojis side by side each other. Well, this is a big thing. Now, when you have two dojis side by side each other, everyone, please listen. That means that there will be a very strong upthrust all the way to 4171 KCB if the market choose to go up. Now, where are we right now? 4072. So if you're going to go up to 4171, that's $100 gain. All right. So if you play this card properly, there's a lot of money to be made. Okay. So this is the upside. But then again, we have to see the both sides because this is a double doji formation. Now, double doji formation is a very powerful chart because if you look back in the past, when you see double doji side by side, the market will go big. Yeah. Okay. So the downside. Now, if there's a MA30 here, if you notice that MA30 4069, this is a very important support level. Yeah. The market has been supporting the gold the last 5 days, and gold has been basically buying interest the last 5 days. So now there's a problem here. Do you notice that the gold is not going up while the KSI is green? You notice that? When the market is going up with the KSI green, that is normal. But when the market is not going up and the KSI is green, that is not normal or abnormal. And when this type of thing happen, right, traders must be very careful, yeah? So my personal take is this. If gold close below 4069 in the near term, gold can come down all the way to the KCB at 3977. 3977. So which means that right now, right, if you choose to buy, your target is 4171. But if you choose to sell, your target will be 3977. So this morning we have 55 people online right now. How many of you think that gold will see 4171? How many of you think will see 3977? Please key your answer right now in the comment box. I want to take a look here as well. I want to see what your feel is with the market. Yeah, that's why today is a very, very important session. And tonight we have Zoom tonight. All my friends from Vietnam, please bring your friends in. This is going to help them to make a lot of money from market if they actually understand how to do this. Yeah. So please come in and learn as much as possible and make money together, everyone. Okay, so we have a variety of prices. We have people who are calling for 4171. There's also people calling for 3977. Okay, so let me see how many more people want to key in, or you're all busy walking around. Okay, all right. Okay, 3977 is below MA30. Okay, that's a very smart way of telling me. Okay, now everyone, my personal take, based on what you just hear about the fundamental of this Jerome Powell likely may not cut interest rate. And then because of that, the US dollar has broke the 110 level and still staying high. I believe that there's a high chance gold will go down to 3977. There's a very high chance for gold to go down to 3977. Now, if you look at it, the chart, this chart again, yeah, okay, you can see that this, if it drop right, the KCB has been done over here. The KCB has been blocked over here. So that's why when the market do free fall, all these lows are not considered. The KCB will be the one. So the nearest KCB that is available will be 3977. Okay. And of course, if you had to go down, yes, indeed, it's very well done, is that the market has to break below 4069. So which means that the moving MA has been broken. And of course, when the market is like a moving average, when the market breaks a moving average, it will sell. So that is why I think that the market going down to 3977 is very, very high. Okay. Now, of course, I can be wrong, but we just take it as a pinch of salt and you do your own assessment. Yeah. Now, the other thing is this, you can see there's a 4 diamond over here. The 4 diamond was, which should be here, okay. Right, the 4 diamond here. So that's why the market closed below the diamond line and now a red candle. So the thing is this, if ever there'll be a day whereby it's a red candle and the KSI turns red, oh my God, that day will be a very, very bad day. Okay, so watch out for the day whereby the candle is red color and the KSI is also red at the same time. Now that day itself will be a very big sell day. So guys, you need to be very careful on this. All clear? If all clear, everybody press number 3 right now in the comment box. All right. So you can see today's sharing is very, very potent, very powerful sharing. Yeah. All right, now this morning, the gold we traded right now. This morning, there was a stack diamond. So I dropped my stack diamond and it basically went up first, came back down. I went in to buy. So I think a lot of us went in to buy. And then, right? So after that itself, everybody kept quiet after that. Why? Because everybody saw there's a 4 diamond here. Buy right, you should put a line across this, and when the market goes below the diamond line and it goes below OP, you should sell. But as usual, you notice that the whole group chat in Singapore and this Vietnam get very quiet. Is as of who sell, everybody's keep quiet, and this is a very typical thing because everybody buy here. But when the 4 diamond come out, they don't sell. That is the problem of traders. They don't want to sell when they are wrong. So when that happens itself, when the next blue diamond appear on your screen, you should draw it down, a new diamond. You notice that the diamond line is coming down already, right? So when the diamond line is shifting downwards, right, that is also a very good telltale sign that the market is weak. And then after that, once the market goes below the diamond line, you should sell. So even you miss the first sell, the second sell below the OP, you have to sell. But again, people don't sell because everybody thought that the MA30 will be a support. But you can see the MA30 became a resistance instead. And that's how the gold came down. Now, the thing is this, the KTR is 4060.17. Now, this is the exact KTR level. But you shouldn't put your TP there. Your TP should be 4061.17. Why? All the KTRs, if you want to be filled, you have to put 1 point higher, right? Because our KTR is so accurate. Look at the low, my God, look at the low and the market and the KTR is so near. So if you actually put a KTR down there, you may not get your TP. All right, so that is why you notice my TP is 4062. I actually put 4062 for my own TP because I just want to make sure I get the trade done. All right, so you see, for me, what I do, I preach what I really do what I say, and I'm sharing this all with you. I just want you guys to, take advantage of this system, yeah? Okay, all right, all clear? All right, so now I'll talk about the Dow Jones. Okay, this is where everyone take your calculator out, yeah, very important. Now, Dow Jones yesterday opening price is here, right? Okay, so somewhere around maybe 4.6. Okay, let me just get it correct. I hold on a minute. I just go to the chart myself to show you something very, very important. Why I want to bring this thing inside, because this is going to be very important for today. Yeah. Okay. Give me a minute. I'm going live right now. Okay. The opening price for the Dow Jones is at 46,183. All right, that is the opening price. Okay. All right. Then the high of the day, is 46,862. Now this is the day high. Okay. All right. Cool. Get it? So everybody do me a favor. Take this. Okay, we do a live max here. We take 46,862, then minus off 46,000. This 183, right? So this will be 9. This will be 8. This is 7. So the difference is 789 point, right? Okay. Right? So that is the thing. So now the OP is 46,183. We minus 789. Everyone do this with me now. All right. What number do you get? Okay, so we need to carry, right? Okay, everybody carry. So what we have here is all going to be 5. Then here will be 10. Then here will be 18. We're going to carry again. Okay, so here will be 13. So 13 minus 9 will give you 4. All right. Then here itself, I'll give you 9. And here will be giving you, how much is that? Okay, that will be 3, right? Okay, so what we get is that we should get a 4539, right? Am I correct? 45394. Am I correct? Is this correct? My maths is correct? A bit lost here itself. Right, let me just double check myself. Sorry about that. 46,183 minus 789. Yeah, 394, right? So 45,394. But the thing is this, yesterday low, as what we see on the screen right now, the yesterday low was only 45,713. So this is yesterday low. All right. Okay, and then it rebounded to 45,961. So what I'm trying to say is this. If the Dow Jones later go below OP again, there's a very high chance Dow Jones will see low 45,394. Okay, why? Because the distance between the opening price and the highest point of yesterday is not the same distance from the opening of yesterday to the low. And with the KSI grade and the market coming down, many people are stuck with this position. I repeat, many people are stuck with the position. So if you ask me itself, right, there is a very, very high chance that the Dow Jones will go down to 45,394 from where we are right now. So that's about 600 points for us to make in the market. Okay, all cool, all understand what I'm trying to say? Yeah, so let's see whether I'm correct or not. And of course, if that actually do happen, then of course, mathematically, there's a lot of money to be made again. So that's why you can see that when you're trying to learn some maths here to make some money off from the market, hopefully you can take advantage of this, yeah? All right. Now, Bitcoin, why it's coming down, you can see very clearly, this is the Bitcoin day chart. There was a diamond, 4 diamond here, and the market went below the diamond line, stay red color, bang, 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 bang. broke below the MA30, broke below the MA30 at 200. So this was a very classic sell signal, and the market really went for it. Yeah. So now the thing is this: how low can Bitcoin go? 85,088. That will be my first target. Right. So 85,088 will be my first target. Now, my real target is at this 79,000 because I think that if there's going to be any margin call later on, there will be, and this will break the market downwards all the way in. So with the KSI today turning green, from green to red for the first time, this is not a good thing, not a good sign. And you can see that the KCX has stayed green for quite a while. That means the market is very bearish, yeah? So with this entirely itself, there's a very high chance Bitcoin may go down to 85,000 to even 79,000 in the near term. So I suspect that this may happen. So traders, you need to be very careful on this particular movement in the near term. And to wrap it up itself, you can see a closer picture of how the selling are in the market. For those who understand MLP very well, you draw an MLP, you will see all the clear sign why the market has been staying bearish all this while. Okay, so for those who went for the elite program, you know how to use MLP to your advantage yourself. Yeah. Okay, so that will be all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the session because I think it was pretty good. A lot of information shared. We'll do that again, guys. Take care and have a good day. This is Kel signing off. Bye bye.